your properties, and you'll be hearing the amazing figures here. I was speaking with someone yesterday, and he was sharing with me how a property one of his clients bought. The property was just handed over last year, and that property he bought it at 1.2 million dirhams. And today, the property was handed over to him last year, and today the property is going for 3.8 million dirhams. And that's the amount the person wants to resell and buy another property. And that's how amazing your property can appreciate in terms of numbers. So if you are a client willing to invest, please look at the numbers, which is more important for every investor. And also, if you are here that you want to resell our service, our product, one of the things you need to know is that the numbers is what will attract any investors to want to buy. Imagine me buying a property of 1.2 million dirhams, which is about $300,000, and I'm about to sell it for almost about $800,000. So I'm getting almost about $500,000 increment based on the appreciation of the property. And the area you invest the property determines, determines how it appreciates. And that's why you need to work with companies who actually knows these things, because that is what we can't make promises, but working with companies who actually would tell you the places you should invest based on the kind of amenities and infrastructure that is coming there would make your property appreciate extremely fast. So we have more people joining. I told our guests that we have over 2,000 people. So you people should not form my hands, and we have just 33 participants here. I know some people, we have about maybe 20 people in some offices watching us live. So ensure you get everyone to join, so that is worth their time, because time here in Dubai is money. And I would be sharing my slide now. Please permit me to share my slide. Give me that. Okay, I've been made the oath. Okay, I can share my slide now. Just a minute. So I'm just going to be picking one or two things from my slide, because I would want Mr. Joseph and Shafia to take more into what I need also. So Mr. Joseph, please, if you are here, let me know. Just talk about some of the benefits, and they will come in and talk about the project that we have at hand currently that is selling. And saying they said is believing. I've been to their showrooms, I've been to the properties that they will deliver and the kind of properties they will deliver. And one of the things that you need to know is that they also have good track records. So we don't deal with people who don't have good track records, which is extremely important to ensuring that your client project is secured and they are getting the benefits and the results at the end of the day. Okay, so Mr. Joseph, please don't forget, let me know when you are on the call, or Shafia. I know Shafia said she's in a meeting, so she would join me as soon as she's done in the meeting. Okay, so one of the things I need us to know, for those of us who are here right now, is that for anyone selling our properties, we already have announced this, that whatsoever we are getting from the developers, we are doing a 50-50 sharing, which nobody in Dubai can do, no brokerage firm can do in Dubai. And this means if we are making, for instance, 50 million naira from a deal, you bring a client and you get 25 million naira. Now, for us, there are bills we need to pay here every month, but we are not looking at that. We are just trying to ensure that we make as many people as possible millionaires. And this left for me, I wouldn't have approved that, but Dr. Steven approved this because looking at all the financial, you might think, oh, 25 million is a whole lot of money. But if you are here and you need to pay your office rent, you need to pay different bills every month, you know that 25 billion is not as much as you think it is. But of course, if you are currently in Nigeria, but if you make that, maybe make about 50 clients, because for you now is 100% profit. making 25 million. For us, it's not 100% profit. There's so much that still comes out of that, which is actually an amazing one. So between now and September, that offer lasts till September. So you bring any clients to buy from us. So whatsoever we are getting from our partners, it means you're going to be getting a 50% of that. No brokerage firm in Dubai offers that. We are the first and the only brokerage firm that's ever come up with this, because it's not something that should be done, but we are doing it because we want to make more people make more money in terms of selling. So, and you can make as much as 25 million, depending on the property the person buys from us. You can make as much as even 50 million naira. For instance, you bring a client and the person buys a whole floor and the floor has 4 units. And 4 units, a commission on each one of them, depending on if it's a 2-bedroom. If it's a 2-bedroom, for instance, now, you could make as much as maybe 20 million naira from 2 bedrooms. So from a whole floor, if they buy 4 units, that's almost about maybe 80 million naira at the end of the day you've made from just that transaction. So let's move into the business for today. Mr. Joseph, I don't know if you're on the call. Please say so in the chat box so that we can promote you. Jafia as well, let me know if you're on the call. So why Dubai? Why Dubai? Now, this is a question that needs to be answered, and we need to know why. Oh, beautiful. Mr. Joseph is here. He's using iPhone. Joseph. Okay. Mr. Joseph, once I'm done with why Dubai, I'll bring you up and you're going to show us why we should invest in Shoba, the beautiful project Shoba has. There's one project, money is good. Though. There's one project that Shoba is currently doing called Sinia Island. That project, 100%, 100% natural. Everything there is not artificial. Both the sea, the river, the lake, everything, including the grasses, including the trees, the nature, everything is not artificial. Everything is natural, and it's on an island where the billionaires are staying. And property there goes for about 10.5 million dirhams. But we're going to focus more on the properties we have that is in the Mortal City, which is an amazing project. So why Dubai? Why Dubai for me? Dubai, I already spoke about the numbers. So if you do not know anything about why Dubai, the numbers alone should make you invest in Dubai, which is the number one criteria for me, for any investor when it comes to investment, is the numbers. Now, millions of people visit Dubai yearly. This is no news to us that millions of people visit. And there's this D33 agenda by Sheikh Mohammed that in the next 10 years, I think it's about 9 years now. I think that came up last year. So in the next 10 years, that the economic growth of Dubai will more than quadruple the current size we have now. Now, in the last 10 years ago, the economic growth that we have in Dubai, we didn't have what we have today. We did not even have an investor's visa with an investment of 2 million dirhams. That was not there. And property even 10 years ago was selling for about 300,000 dirhams, which is about $100,000 or less as at that time, depending on our exchange, maybe about $100,000 as at that time. Now, apart from that as well, and the same properties that were selling 300,000 dirhams last year, those properties are selling for millions of dirhams. Now, fast forward to 10 years. So that's to tell you that Dubai, according to that agenda, would of course more than quadruple. And you cannot separate real estate growth from any country's economic growth. When a country or a city or a place is growing, there is no way you can separate real estate, because what happens is that more people will come into the country, and there will be what we call housing, need for houses. There will be need for people to move into a new house, buy a new house, or rent a new apartment. In short, as we speak now, it has been said that Dubai actually has shortage of housing. It might be surprising to some of you because there's a lot of projects always coming up. I went to one of our partners and I discovered all their projects was actually sold out. Now, if it is not sold out, that's to tell you that the same thing with our partners that we're bringing up. You just hear this project is sold out. This project is sold out. Why? Because there is housing deficit. Now, strong tourism, I already mentioned a little bit of that. There's strong tourism in Dubai. People are always coming in. The security is massive. You do not pay any property tax. You do not pay any interest on the property. It's 4, 3 years, 2 years, sometimes 6 years payment plan, and you are not paying any property tax or interest for the years you're going to be spreading your payments, which makes it extremely amazing. Now, 10 years ago, if you have to get an investor visa, you need to have invested about 10 million dirhams in Dubai. But right now, a new law says that if you invest with us, we actually can. There's a certain amount you can invest with us, and you get your investor, and of course, you as an investor and your entire family of maybe 4 or 5, you also get the same visa. That is, you can come into Dubai any day, anytime. And of course, we all know the environment here is super secure. You can walk here 2 midnight, 3 midnights. In some African countries, when you see people walking in the midnight, you think maybe some of them, they are evil people or witches and wizards. But yeah, the night time is like the daytime. People walk more in the night season than the day season. Why? Because the environment is secured. So right now, I'll be bringing on Mr. Joseph. I've given you the reasons why you should invest in Dubai. Of course, I mentioned the ROI is fantastic, it's beautiful, making as much as 78,000 US dollars on a property annual returns. Like some countries, you don't earn 10 to 14%, you earn maybe about 2% or 3% annual returns. Not in Dubai. Dubai, your capital appreciation is massive, it's ridiculous. This week also, I met a man who was saying to me that I bought a land during COVID for 11 million. I bought a plot then, 11 million. Joe, please let me bring Mr. Joseph. He's using iPhone Joseph. That's the name. Let me bring Mr. Joseph also to the screen. And he bought a plot for 11 million just 2 years ago. And now, fast forward to just 2 years later, his plot actually has increased from 11 million to 100 million dirhams. And this one is not, he said that was the best decision he made during that season. I even regretted that I did not buy more. So Mr. Joseph is here. Please let me bring up Mr. Joseph. You can just let him, and Mr. Joseph also. Okay, let me make him spotlight because he's already here. Add me to the spotlight as well. So, hi, Mr. Joseph. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for, I just told you a few days ago and you accepted to be here. I appreciate you taking out this time to come talk to us. We have some investors here. We have some people who also are here to sell. Some of us are in our offices, some of our staff in different offices in Lagos, Abuja, and a couple of other states. And we have some people in the UK, in the US joining us here. And would love you to show us the project Shoba has and how our people here can key into it and buy before it's sold out. And those who also want to sell, how they can quickly sell before it is sold out. Like I said, one of the things about Dubai property, it doesn't stay for long. And also remember this, we are doing the client a favor. They are not doing us a favor by buying from us. We are the ones doing them a favor because the money they make is even more than the commission you are making at the end of the day. So over to you, Mr. Joseph. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It's good to have you here. If you're in the US, good night. If you are in the UK, good morning. And some other people that are in different locations. I'm here in Dubai. Firstly, is there any questions? Because someone is interjecting in between. Okay, anyway. So here in Dubai, I'm in my office as well, and very much ready to listen to you guys and also to share my wealth of knowledge. Let me start by showing you the lovely community where I'm standing right now. I'm actually outside this community that is designed with lots of greeneries and lots of beautiful apartments and high-rises were built from scratch. Everything here was built from scratch. And if you look at this tower here, Gtext clients but at least there are 7, 8 clients of Gtext clients that purchased in this tower. The one on the left, this is the Waves. And this is an iconic tower, and it's a testament to what a company like Shova could do, and also an opportunity that Shova can provide to clients who are willing to join and invest in real estate. The good thing is you can't go wrong when you buy real estate. And in Dubai, all the properties are sold off plan. Nobody buys a property in Dubai with cash ready money, because buying cash means you have to pay 100%. But buying off plan is actually a privilege. It's an opportunity. It's a flexible option where you can pay in easy structured payments. So that's what we have here. But today, I'm going to tell you why Dubai is very important to invest your money. I'll make it very simple and short. Everybody wants peace in their lives. Everybody wants safety and security for their investment, safety for their families. Everybody wants healthcare. Everybody wants, in fact, everything that has to do around your environment that adds value to human life. Dubai provides all of that. Okay. Now, this cut across tourism, it cut across safety, it cut across religion, it cut across everything. And when it comes to religion, it's the only religious tolerance in the entire Gulf region. I don't think there's any country today that tolerates other people to speak up or to express themselves freely when it comes to religion. This is the only place where religion is not a problem. Hindus are here, Muslims are here, Christians are here. Everybody is living peacefully, harmoniously, with no problem, no tension. Families are happy, everybody is happy. And of course, we have the largest number of what you call community of people from different diverse environment and culture, 200 nationalities. No country has that much number of people in one place. That's how the comforts we're enjoying in Dubai today. Now, straight to the business we have today, Shova has opportunity for investment from $265,000 for an apartment. It goes up to $60, $70 million property. So Shova has options for all clients, big, small, average. Even if you want to start small today, the minimum investment that we have gives you $265,000, which you can pay and finish the payment in 3 years and a half. The property I have in mind for you, it's in Motor City area, which is 10 minutes away from Mall of the Emirates, the second largest mall in Dubai. And now this is a great opportunity for you investors who wish to buy this property. Now, when you buy this property for $265,000, every year you get to make 10% net return. 10% net return means you are making $26,000, $27,000. But the good thing is this property even gives you the opportunity to make more. But I'm leaving 10% net, which means you get to maximize on your return. And in the absence of all of this, the property will also appreciate in gain. If you're buying at $265,000, in 3 years and a half, the projection will go up to like $300,000, $350,000, depending on size, depending on view, depending on other factors. But the barest minimum you will enjoy would be $300,000. Now I tell you, when you're paying this money in installments, it's growing in value. If you put your money in the bank, it's not growing for you. So paying that money in installment is like you're saving that money in real estate, which is growing in as a value and real estate investment. And of course, with this price as well, you get to enjoy residence visa in Dubai for life, you and your family. Now, this visa is 2 years. It's 2 years residence visa for you and your family. Now, if you want to get 10 years golden visa, you need to invest $550,000 to be able to enjoy golden visa, whereby there are more benefits for golden visa. But the end of the day is the same thing, but the benefit is different. Okay? So with $265,000, you get a residence visa for life, you and your family. So you live in Dubai, you enjoy high rental return, your property will pay you, even if you don't wish to live in Dubai, but you have the benefit to travel to Dubai freely whenever you want. And on top of that, if you don't wish to live here, you can also enjoy income generated from Dubai from a strong base economy. That's what we have here. So this is just a basic summary of what we have. And then if there's any questions, I would like to take that questions to clarify some of you guys who have any doubts by any means possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. I know that I think you are a few minutes around the office, but is it possible we see the project? Can you just show us the project? And
yes, I'm gonna show you the project, but in the meantime, please try to keep them busy because I'm just outside the community.
Yes,
I'm gonna take like a 5 minutes walk to go back to my sales center where I can show you how busy it is in my office and how many clients are on ground.
And thank you for doing this outside, because I don't know how you managed to do this outside, honestly. Because the sun, that's what I said. So when
we are soldiers for our clients, so we have to take care of them and show them what we're doing here.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So no pain, no gain. This is my only pain that I have to pay to give the clients what they deserve.
Beautiful. Okay, so Mr. Joseph, so please Joe, can you just take charge of
keep them engaged while I walk
the meeting so that we can you can collate, you can get the questions and you can coordinate that.
Of course. Well, thank you, Mr. Joseph, for taking out the time, even while on the streets of the training. So if we have questions, we can put in the chat one after the other. So far, I get value in the comment section.
You are breaking, Joe.
Okay, I think
you are breaking.
Okay, is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm saying value. I think we have a question here. So once Mr. Joseph is back, he's going to take that question. We have over 40 persons, close to 50. And I'm only seeing 4 value emojis. I want us to be engaging. I want to be sure that we are paying attention. And I hope we are taking notes. Let me ask a question to be sure we were listening. How much investments do you have to do in Dubai to get 2 years residential visa? How much? Put that in the comment section. Okay, we are getting more questions, so I'm taking note of the questions. So I want to see who is going to answer. Good. That shows that we are paying attention. Awesome. So with $265,000, if you change to dirhams, it should be around 3 million dirhams, if I'm correct. You get a 2 years visa, Dubai visa, residential visa. So now, how much do you?
Not also that there are some people you invest with, there are some companies you invest with, even with $265,000 investment, they don't help you get the golden visa. They even will give you the golden visa maybe after you have paid 50%, or on some would do your golden visa after you have paid 70 or 100%. But the same is not with Shoba. Once your client pays 24% out of 100%, in 3 months' time, your clients will get their golden visa.
That makes it even more exciting. So if you have a client that I have been pitching, just bring up this Dubai visa aspect of it. Trust me, they will respond more positively. Yeah, because Dubai is a place you want to be. Okay, so I'm noting the questions. We have 3 questions so far. She just spoke about the visa, Bosedi. Mrs. BC, please, can you just enlighten us more on what you just said?
Okay, while I wait for Mr. Joseph, please mute yourself. I think the echo is most because the other people also log into the link. With the link order. So I have a question here. Do you help clients to monetize their properties and remit their yearly revenue to them, especially the clients outside Dubai who are majorly interested in the cash flow and living in their property? 100%. We help that. So it's not just about selling the properties. We help to manage your property as well. And we can also help you to resell your property. We've had clients who actually all they do is they just want to use their property for short-let or rental income. And of course, we remit their money to them. So that is 100% yes, we do that. Even if you want to resell the property, we can also help you to resell your property. Now, about the golden visa, your golden visa comes with your investment. When you make your investment, or your client invest, or when you as the client invest in buying a property from Dubai. For instance, the property is $265,000. We have property of $300,000. We have $700,000. We have $1 million. We have $2 million. We have $10 million. So if you buy a property of $2 million, you get a 10 years golden visa for yourself and your family. That is, my name is Olabisi Akintayo. If I am the woman who buys the property, I get the golden visa in my name, and the golden visa covers my 3 children and covers my husband for the next 10 years. That's what it means. And okay, of course, you renew it, but it's just a token for renewal. That's not an issue. But if you invest 1 million dirhams, your client gets 5 years golden visa. Now, when you invest with $265,000, your client gets 2 years golden visa. Let me put everything in terms of dollars so we understand. So when Mr. Joseph is back now, so when your client does 700,000 US dollars, he gets a 10 years golden visa. When he does 1 million, he gets 5 years golden visa. When he does if he does 265K, then he gets 2 years golden visa. So that's basically what Mr. Joseph is trying to explain to us.
Please,
in terms
I want to
of
ask if we can take it slower.
So Mr. Joseph is back. Mr. Joseph can go ahead. No, there's no golden visa for life and true investment. So what we said is that 10 years ago, golden visa used to be, you have to invest 10 million naira to get your golden visa for 10 years. But the new law says you don't have to invest 10 million naira anymore. So there is no golden visa for life. Every visa, Dubai doesn't give you any, it does not give you any visa that you'll be here that will make you, that means if they give you a golden visa for life, that means you are already a Dubai citizen. You are an Emirati, and there is no, at least Middle East country that I know that is doing that for now. Maybe I might be wrong, Mr. Joseph can correct me, but there's no Middle East country that, especially the Islamic ones, giving you a visa or that will make you become a citizen of their country for the rest of your life. No. So maybe in a couple of years it will happen. I don't know. But right now, I don't know of any. So Mr. Joseph, please go ahead.
Okay, let me just emphasize more on the golden visa to avoid any confusion. So now the government is constantly reviewing the law. They're constantly improving the law so that it will help the people to feel more comfortable. And that's what is attracting tourism in Dubai. That is what attracting investment in Dubai. The government is not, they don't have a stagnant law where the law is so archaic, where it takes time to modify or to implement or to change new laws. The law is easy, where the government is adjusting based on demand, based on requests, based on recommendations from people. Now, the golden visa situation is the highest visa available in the country. Now, for people who own towers, people who owns 2 million, 5 million, 5 billion investment in Dubai, because there are people who have investment like that. Companies like our company, who's a multi-billion-dollar company, we're talking of $50 to $60 billion worth company. Our chairman has golden visa. There's nothing else. So because of this law, they've modified it and moderated the golden visa law to apply to individuals who wish to be part of Dubai, who wish to be in this community, who wish to be in the biggest community ever. So to say, okay, if you invest $550,000, American US, that's equivalent of 2 million dirham, 2 million. Okay, you get a golden visa. Now, the golden visa will be able to sponsor your family, sponsor your old parents, employ a maid, employ a driver for life. So every 10 years, you have to renew the visa. And the golden visa comes with a lot of benefits. Incentive from the bank. Governments discounts, government protocols, VIP treatment. In fact, if you're stuck in any country of emergency, the government of UAE will come and bring you back from there and put you back in Dubai as a place of safety. These are the benefits of golden visa. In the absence of that, it's not a problem at all. That is if you want to invest, if you have the capacity to invest that much. But if you don't have the capacity to invest that much, let's start small. $265,000, because every people that I know, every investor that I know started small. They bought $265,000. They're comfortable, they're happy, they're enjoying their revenue. 1, 2, 3 years down the line, they buy another one. So they can be able to match that investment. It becomes 500,050. Then they can apply for golden visa. So we can use that as a strategy for the investors to start small. Then 2, 3 years down the line, when their income increase, they can buy more to match their investment to be able to obtain a golden visa. You don't have to start now. But if you buy $265,000, you will already be enjoying the resident visa in Dubai, which means you'll be part of the community. You are enjoying your investment, you enjoy revenue, you have tenants in Dubai. In fact, you can be proud to say, I am a landlord in Dubai. You hit your chest, you pat your back, I've done well. I'm a landlord in Dubai. Yes, you can be proud to say that. So now, $265,000 means 1 million AED, 1 million dirham. That's what it is. Okay, so I hope that clarifies the question of golden visa. If there's more, I will emphasize more on that. But let me jump to show you the property we have. This is the property that I'm proposing for you guys for investment. It's called Shoba Obis. That's the name.
1 bedroom starting 1 million.
Shoba Obis. So oh, sorry, I think I was showing myself rather than show you the company name. See. Shoba Obis. The tower is a mix of 7 towers interconnected, as you can see. This is Tower A. This one here is Tower A. Tower B, C, D, E, F, and G. All the apartments here have balconies, have floor-to-ceiling glass window to enjoy natural light. Because we are not just a company, we build research-based construction. People get to enjoy the highest quality. In fact, I can tell everybody in this room today that the quality you get in Shoba, no matter where you have property in the world, it's not the same. You cannot have the same quality as Shoba, because the quality of Shoba is being studied in Harvard Business School, where they use our case study to teach people about quality. That's the type of quality that I'm proposing to you in Shoba. And the company has been existing since 1976. That's more than 4.5 decades in business. There's no company like that. There's no company that is existing or older than Shoba when it comes to business setup or company construction, real estate. This property has 40 plus amenities. If you look here, these are lazy rivers. It flows all the way. We have cabanas. You have all the way overflowing swimming pool, which also feels like a mini resort for the residents to enjoy. You have outdoor cinema, basketball courts, sports complex, restaurants, coffee shops. Then you have all here, you have like a shopping plaza, the biggest shopping plaza in the entire Motor City. Now, why Motor City is Motor City? It's actually the only racing car section in Dubai. Now, from year to year, we used to enjoy what they call Formula One. Now, this racing track is the low category of the international professional Formula One racing. Now, the Formula One racing is just adjacent to the tower. The tower is here. Formula One racing is here, just by 2 minutes walk across the road. Now, this is what we have here. A 1 bedroom here starts from $265,000. Now, the beauty of this is you get to enjoy all the facilities. You don't need to buy everything here to enjoy this. Once you're a stakeholder here, if you buy 1 unit here, you enjoy all the amenities. In fact, if you're not buying for yourself, your tenant will be able to enjoy all these services and they're happy to pay and enjoy all the amenities. That's what we are proposing for you. And the metro line of Dubai, the extension of metro line of Dubai is coming here, somewhere at this point. So from this location, it takes you about 5 minutes to reach to your home. Now, the same metro line extension goes from here It goes all the way to Central Railway Station that connects all GCC. If you want to go to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Abu Dhabi, the Central Railway Station will take you from Metro line all the way, drop you right here, 10 minutes away. And then from here, you board the speed train that takes you to Abu Dhabi in 30, 45 minutes only. UAE does not have national railway network. So the national railway network will be completed in 2030. That's 6 years from today. And for your information, the railway has been operational, only available for cargo railway only. Now they're adding the passenger railway, whereby the national railway is here. It takes you all the way to other parts of Emirates with the extension of metro. Now, this will add value to your investment. Why? Because you have access to public amenities. You have access to public transport, metro especially. Now, for anyone who lives in this tower, your view would be the metro line going all the way. For people who live in London, you'll be able to see, because London has subway, but in Dubai, we have elevated train rack. So the train runs overhead, but in London is underground. So here, so is a modern railway track, whereby from here, you'll be able to see the railway tracks, just like for people who have been to Dubai, Sheikh Zayed Road. So the railway is just overhead. So that's what we have for you here. I just want to drop here at this time. If there's any questions, I'll be able to answer. From there, we'll be able to narrow down into something with your questions. But that's the project I have in mind for you guys. I'll go around while I expect your questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. That was a beautiful, beautiful presentation showing us all this homes or units. So Mrs. Vivian or Mr. Joe, do you want to take over to help read out the questions for Mr. Joseph? I can see some questions in the chat box.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. We have quite a number of questions. So the first one here is from Mrs. Adike. She's present here at the office. The question is, what is the documentation on the property? Mr. Joseph.
If I get your question correctly, I would assume they want to ask what documents is required for contract for the property investment, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, the process of documentation in Dubai is very easy. We only require your passport, national ID, and your email address, phone number. That's all that is required for documentation here. Because in Dubai, the agreement between buyer and seller is, the government is the lawyer, the big guy in between the buyer and the seller. So we as a developer, the government is the big officer in between the buyer and the seller. So every money you pay goes to the government. The government now issues certificate of purchase. So lawyers are not required, which saves you cost, which saves time, which is the most flexible, easiest place you can buy property in the world is Dubai, because there's less documentation required. Thank you.
Thank you. So the question also from our confirmation means the document that comes with the property, that's the Shoba Obis, the title of the document. Just like in our native land here in Nigeria, different properties come with different title documents. So she wants to know the document.
Okay, that's clear. So now in many countries, Europe, America, Nigeria, and all other Western countries, they issue what they call CFO, Certificate of Ownership. But in Dubai, in another term, we offer what they call title deed. Now, if anyone is buying property that is under construction, they receive a certificate of what they call pre-title deed, a certificate that shows they have invested in off-plan property in their name, the size, the amount, how much they have paid, who is the developer, who is the buyer, and their information. They will receive this certificate to say, okay, you have this certificate as an investor in Dubai. Now, after the property is delivered, they will now issue you the final agreement, which is title deed, which is equivalent to CFO, certificate of ownership. Now, this ownership certificate It's for life. It's a freehold property. There's no place in the world where people enjoy freehold property. Even in Nigeria, it's 99 years. It's owned by the government. In US, it's the same. In London, it's the same. Dubai is the only place where you get a freehold property for life where you can transfer to next generations and you don't pay any tax on that. And why this is also very important for you, because the government have made it so clear there are areas reserved for the locals to buy property and there are areas reserved for foreigners. So there's clarity, there's no dispute. So a buyer will buy where international people are supposed to buy. And a local will buy where locals are supposed to buy. But if a local wishes to buy international people, he is part of the country, there's no problem at all. But why this is very important for you as an investor is that wherever you're buying in a freehold area, it means that area has been fully developed with all the amenities to enrich your lifestyle. That's how we build, and that's what makes Dubai what it is today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So the next question is, what is the average return on investment on properties in Dubai? Well, let's use Shoba, for example.
Okay, now the average return on investment ROI is about 78% flat. But the property that I'm proposing to you now for investment is 10% net return. Even at 7%, it's not available in London. It's not available in the US. It's not available in Nigeria. That's a fact. So we are giving you 10% net above international standard. And the beauty of this, there is no tax. So every revenue, every money goes to your pocket. You decide what you want to do with it. So with that money, you can buy more. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very apt. But if I get it correctly, you said 7 to 8% is the general return on investment. But for Dubai, we can get up to 10% return on investment. Am I correct?
Yes.
Just to be sure.
No. What I'm offering you, the Shoba office will give you 10% net. This particular property.
Okay. The Shoba. Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so the next question, what are the okay. Sorry for interrupt. You wanted to say something?
It's okay. Go ahead. The average is 7 to 8, but this one that I'm proposing is 10.
Okay. All right. Awesome. The next question, what are the laws on the holding of the property as it differs from other countries? Are there any laws? Okay, you've answered that question already. So let me go to the next question. Can an investor repatriate funds back home to Nigeria from Dubai?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, great. This question has been answered. Is deposit allowed or outright payments only? So there is an off-plan payment. So, but is it possible for an investor to make an outright payment for the off-plan property?
Yes, an investor can buy and pay outright. In fact, if they're paying outright, we give them a discount. Normally, we don't give discount, but if they're paying upfront, they get to enjoy a very good discount, 1 to 2% max. That is a possibility. Thank you.
Thank you. So another question I saw earlier was, what's the payment plan for the Shoba property?
Now, the payment plan is designed in a way that clients can pay 24% today as a down payment. Then their next installment would be after 1 year. And then every other 6 months, 10%. So until the duration of the construction, they have to pay 60%. Right after that, on completion of the project, they pay 40% and get the keys of their property in December 2027.
If I get you correctly, I just want to paraphrase to be very sure we are getting you. The first deposit is 4%.
24%. 20% on the property, 4% to the government. Yes.
Okay, 4% on the document, so 24%. Then the next deposit is expected after a year.
That's correct. 10% after that.
Yeah, then then subsequently every 6 months.
Every 6 months, yes.
Okay, great. So what was the total years for the payment spread?
December 2027, that's 3.5 years from today.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Okay, so okay, I think we've answered majority of the question. So I don't think someone wants to ask a question here. It's 265. Someone is asking what's the total price for the Shoba investment?
That's the total price.
That's the total price now.
265.
265. There's no other charges, nothing. And
Yeah.
they're not even charging you separately for the investor's visa. So everything covers it.
Wow. So it means
Then,
that
sorry about that. Yes, Mr. Joseph, we forgot to talk about the land department, the DLD, Dubai Land Department fees. There's an extra 4% charges.
Yes.
Thank God.
Let me clarify that part. When I say 24%, 24% means 20% on the property, 4% goes to the government to acknowledge you as a buyer and issue a certificate of ownership on the property. So the total payment is 104%. So if the property value is $265,000, then there's plus 4% of that. So that's about 4% of $200,000 is about plus or minus $8,000, about $9,000 thereabouts. That's what it is.
thank you very much.
So
the flyers. Someone is asking the flyers and the payment spread. I would share it with you, and Joe would share it with everyone. The brochures as well for you to market your clients. Everything, I'll send it to you so that for Motor City you can share with your clients, and the clients who are yet to buy as well can look at it all and buy it. And please, if you're a client, the commission part I shared is not for you, please. If you're a client, so don't go and call your brother. We'll know whether you're buying for yourself. So don't go and call your brother to come and do the deal with us and say collect commission.
Okay, so we have a valid question here. Like, what are the units one can invest in the Shoba property? 2, 3, 4 bedrooms.
Okay. Well, initially when I started my brief, we have villas, duplexes, apartments, penthouses, sea view properties, mansions as expensive as $70 million. Now, what I'm offering you here, this Shoba property here, this particular one here that I'm showing you on the screen is our least entry investment point at $265,000. This is our lowest, cheapest property, Shoba Orbis. So from here, the stakes are high. There's 2 bedrooms. Now that property for $265,000 is 1-bedroom apartment. Right after that, there's a 2-bedroom with a different price, $500,000, $550,000. It goes up to $3 million. It goes up to $5 million, depending on size, depending on view, depending on location. But what we're discussing today is this one, because clients have a choice. I want everybody here, the audience here in this room, to understand that this is the cheapest option. If client want bigger, more better, we have that option. On request, we'll give them the information. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. I think we have answered the majority of the questions. So because of time, and we still have Shafia for the next session. Okay. So yeah, so far I've answered the question.
Samantha not here. I've missed Samantha. I've not seen a question. What is going on? Where is my sister Samantha? This is unusual. I saw on the call, but I don't know if she left or something.
Good morning,
ma.
Good morning. Fine morning to you. Fine morning to everyone as well.
My lovely sister, because I know you are one of the biggest fan of Shobas. She's bringing about 20 clients for Shoba. For Shoba,
Amen.
she's in the
I
UK.
claim it and double it in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you
I'm
for the
sure you
honor.
don't have
Thank you,
question
ma.
for Mr. Joseph. I know how much you like
No,
Shoba.
I'm gathering nuggets here, and bless all of you. I'm very happy, and I will spare you all this morning.
Okay, no problem. I'm glad that at least you have been able to see all your clients are ready to invest. You can see the project. Mr. Joseph is there. He's our partner in Shoba, and so be rest assured, your clients are in safe hands. And
Thank
at
you,
least you could see some of the projects some of our clients he showed you invested in. And
yes.
yes, so they say seeing is believing. Now that you are seeing is more believable. And you are ready
Let's
to
just
make
put
the
it that
sale.
we're in the right place as we're
Yes,
supposed to
you
be.
are. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And may I add one thing?
Yes,
you
please.
know the negative media Nigerians and other Africans are getting in that place. If we as I said before, I've said it before, that one thing when the East Europeans came because of EU this thing, and we saw that they saw the way they worked, their work ethic is second to none. They like to employ them over there. So we have to show with our zeal and our uniqueness as Nigerians what we can do in getting clients, and in once we show our uniqueness in sales and of their own product, there's no going back. They will notice us in a positive way. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. I appreciate. Thank you so much. So if we don't have any further question for Mr. Joseph, he's a busy man. He has done billions of transactions in Shoba. He has been there for, Mr. Joseph, you've been with them for 17 or is it 12 years?
Well, I'm a very old man. I lost count of years I've spent. But I've been here long enough. Thank you.
Okay, so he has been there for over a decade with Shoba, and he's one of their biggest, and he's making us proud. He's making us proud. He's one of our African brothers who actually is one of the top people who has closed billions of transactions in Shoba. And I'm proud. I'm proud to be his sister from Nigeria as well. And he's one of the people making us proud. And we need more Africans, like Samantha has said, to make us proud also in different parts of the world. So, Mr. Joseph, thank you so much for your time.
Okay,
so before
Mr. Joseph goes, can anybody hear me? I just want to get clarity on the percentage for documentation. I remember when he mentioned the total payments being 104%, and he said 4% goes to the government for documentations for the deeds or the title. Now, he also mentioned earlier that the deposit of the property is 24%, then there's a documentation fee of 4%. Is the 4% the same, so we don't have to?
It is just 4%. Yes, I already replied as well. I saw your question. So the 4% is the same. So it's only 4% you are charged, which is going to Dubai Land Department. So that's the only 4% you are being charged, apart from the original fees of the property. So you don't get charged double 4%, just 4% that you get to pay when it comes to buying any property here in Shoba. Just 4%, and that's all.
Clarity. Thank you very much, Mr. GC.
You are most welcome, sir. So I'm sure everybody's questions has been answered. And if you did enjoy the session before our next guest coming, please, okay, let me let Joe. This is Joe's job now. At least give Mr. Joseph some motivation, some claps, some love.
Yes,
I think he has left.
Let's appreciate him. I think he did fantastically well.
Absolutely.
I think Mrs. Vivian is raising her hand. Mrs. Vivian.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Akintayo. Joseph, this is a well-loaded class, and we all have been noting down. So I cannot wait to share this. We have some associate that is asking for Mr. Joseph contacts. LinkedIn page, and so on and so forth. The reason why
Okay,
we brought in
so
Mr. Joseph,
okay, okay, go ahead.
okay, is just
Sorry,
to
go
share,
ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
is just to share a knowledge of what we have in Dubai property. So Peter, please kindly drop Gtext Suite account, those account details, phone number and Instagram
I love that account details
number
part.
and
Oh, I love
link
that one. Oh.
And social media handle.
and social media handle, please. Dami, please, can you drop it on the comment section so everybody can have it and reach out to Gtext Suite? I think that's the best way to go through. So you can, if you need any questions, if you need anything you want them to answer or help you with, that is the best way to go. And it's kind of rude on the other side of the way we are coming in. So please, let's do the right thing. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. But this program has been a wonderful, it's a pop-up program, please, guys. And if you have not been noting anything down, I don't know what you are doing. Mr. Joseph, the last time I saw him on his Zoom, his voice wasn't this deeper. I think he's a lot of commission and that he has been taking, that is making the voice go deeper. Please, we want to be part of the people that will be taking commission too. So our own voice will go deeper too. So maybe when they invite us or somebody, praise the Lord. So everybody will not hear us. So everybody will not hear us when we talk. Please, please and please, this is a nice time for us to ask questions. It's good to ask questions. Please ask questions. I will allow Mr. McIntyre to say something.
Okay, thank you all so much.
have a
Thank
guest in our
you,
meeting.
Mrs. Vivian. Thank you all. Like she rightly said, so I don't know why Tabitha has not dropped it, but Zeno or anyone here, maybe I'm the one not saying it, drop the details of the text suite on the platform so that anybody who wants to, you can also reach out to me directly as well. I'm reachable. But pardon me if I don't reply on time, just reach out to any of my team. So I'll drop my contact here. My Nigerian contact are more responsive on it. I'll drop my Dubai contact here as well. You can reach out to me. But we have our next guest in the house today. My dear sister who is Shafia, and she's here as well. She's going to be talking to us about Danube properties and why we also should invest in Danube properties. Now, if your client cannot do 12 months payment spread 1 year, Danube properties encourages you to have to pay 1% every month. Now, she's going to tell you about the founder, the CEO, why he chose 1%, and some of the projects they have as well. And I'm going to share the brochure and every other details of this project also with you. And how your client or you as a client wants to take advantage of it. I am buying a house in Dubai next year, whether you like it or not. Me, I want to start. I can't be showing people the way, and I'm not also going and making this money. So me, I have told Shafia, I am buying my own property next year in Dubai. And I'm sure some of you are going to join me on this race as well. So with a clapping ovation, let's welcome my dear sister Shafia Khan, who is here today.
Yes, fire emojis in the comment section. Let's see that. Let's encourage them.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me and being a part of such a lovely conversation. I have gone through slide a bit that you're giving, so you're being a channel for the people who are like, unable to come here, and then you're doing that part. I know the way we are busy, we don't have time to go and find the best part, to find the good investment and connect them. So this is the best thing that I think you're doing a great job. I would like to appreciate you, first of all.
Thank you.
And making them billionaire to billionaire, right?
Absolutely.
So how
Thank
to
you
capitalize
so much.
their money. So
Thank you so much,
definitely
sis.
you're doing a great job, and I want to appreciate you first of all. And then yes, I'm here today to give you a briefing about my project, which is Diamonds by Danube. It's the outstanding location, the diamond opportunity in terms of investment, if I spoke about. So there will be no doubt in it. And if you guys have any question, please ask me. I'll be more than happy to, answer that. I will take you through my project details, like what we are offering you in the project, since about Dubai market, and then the things they have, everybody spoke about it. So I believe we know that if we are, not taking a chance and booking the right property, means we are going to miss the bus, which we have already done it for the past. But we should not miss today. So today we should avail the opportunity and then wait for the appreciation. So like, some people are like, we will wait for the money and then we will buy. I would suggest buy and wait for the money to be multiplied. Yeah. So we are offering you right now Diamonds by Danube. It is in Jumeirah Lakes Tower. The location is outstanding. See, it's like, connecting towards Sheikh Zayed Road. So, Dubai is all about Sheikh Zayed Road. So anything and everything touches Sheikh Zayed Road, it's always on demand. So you need to take a single turn. You're avoiding the traffic of Sheikh Zayed, and then you're on the Isa Street. So if you will take a turn, then you're on the Sheikh Zayed Road. And then on the Sheikh Zayed Road, right side, this is all your marina. Is there marina and JLT view? And then here you are having and Dubai. On the higher floor also you will be having a palm view as well. So there is metro connectivity is there. Metro is nearby. So there is local transportation connectivity is there. It's bang on Sheikh Zayed Road. It has the sea view on the higher floors as well. Then if I spoke about the front side, which we discussed, I hope if you may have seen the video, the most expensive community in Dubai is Emirates Hills. So all billionaires are staying over there. Even our chairman, Mr. Rizwan Sajan, is also staying over there. Then it's Jumeirah Island. So Jumeirah Island is again private island and surrounding by the villas. So these are the villas. So if somebody like, calm, soothing view with the greenery, so they can go ahead with this. Then what we are offering special than the market is 40 plus amenities. So where the building structure, if I spoke about, there are 3 basements, ground floor with the double height floor, 11th floor for the parking. And whoever will buy the apartment, one dedicated parking is going to be there. There is no additional charge to that. After that, on the podium level, there are amenities where it includes infinity pool, there is jacuzzi, there are lazy lounges, then there is cricket pitch, kids play area, kids pool is there, behind that aquatic gym, then kids splash pad is there, trampoline park, basketball court, football court. So like many more amenities, cabana sitting, barbecue area, skating area, and then all the way around there is a jogging track as well. So these all amenities and facilities are absolutely free for the residents. Then if I spoke about the building, here if you can see in the structure diamond of the building, that's the elevator. So basically there are 14 high-speed elevators with the smart system. It's going to be there in the building, and both the sides you will be having a residence. So where 2 bedrooms all are on the sides, and hardly how much 2 bedroom with private pool is going to start with $650,000. So where you need to pay monthly only $6,500. This luxury property you're getting with 1% payment plan. And then it's up to 60th floor, then 61, 62, and rooftop. Again, there are amenities. Like there is sky garden is there, star viewing deck, then there is yoga platform, there is Pilates, then there is Zumba classes along with the instructor. There is yoga platform again on the higher floor. Then there is indoor, outdoor gymnasium is there. And after that, there is also indoor and outdoor party area as well. So if you are having parties, celebrations, so even the residents can book over there. There is no additional charge. There is library, there is a prayer room. Like in short, it's like a one building, but there is a community in it. Like it's a whole community. Amenities are there, which is like easy to access, like next to each other. Not like if we are going for the community, then we need to drive all the way from one to another one. Like it takes you to take like 5 minutes to drive. So here it's like, you can jump, your kids are enjoying, you're enjoying, and then you're having party, you're having business center also. If you're having like, meetings, you can accommodate over there in the building itself. No need to bring them to the house. So what else we need in the building. Then we are giving also the fully furnished apartment right now. The offer is going on. If you will be booking, you will be getting fully furnished apartment. So I'll take you to the show apartment as well. We are having 29 projects in the market as of now, where we have been successfully delivered 17 projects. So if you can see over here with the green line, these all has been successfully delivered and people are staying over there. And if I spoke about the last project, which we have recently handed over, it was handover 6 months before the time. Like the handover was supposed to be at the end of the year in December 24. However, we managed to deliver in May itself. So it's not like, it's stop over here. We are trying to push all the projects to deliver before time. Again, GEMS is going to be handed over 6 months before time. Opals is almost ready. Again, it will be before time. So we are talking about where people are struggling to deliver on time. We are trying to manage to deliver before time itself. So imagine your property is ready earlier. So your returns started earlier as well. And you will be getting the capital appreciation also until the time your property is ready. So these are the recent projects. If you can see diamonds. And then we do have base 101, few units are available. Sports by Danube in Dubai Sports City. Also, there are few units available. Like in Sports City, if I spoke about $320,000, you can get a 2-bedroom apartment where you need to pay just 10% down payment and then monthly 1% of the property. So like $3,200. Imagine you are getting a property in Dubai in main location and with fully furnished. And then it's sold out. And then this one, there are still few units available. In these also few units are again available if you guys will be interested in. So I can take you to the show apartment so you can have a look.
Yes, please. We would like to have a look. I want to ask Shafia if you can speak a little slower.
I can
Yes, so
speak
that we'll be
little
able
slow.
to catch up with.
Slowly, sorry. Yeah,
Yes,
I
a
can
little
try to do
slower.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm speaking very fast.
But the transcription was helping us. Well, thank you. Just a little slower.
Sure, I'll try to do that.
So I hope we're taking notes. For those of us on the call, we can also pay attention to the structural buildings she was showing and also pay attention to the transcription. That was where you'll be able to get the prices, the payments plan, other necessary.
Yeah. So what happened is
Go
we are
ahead.
having, I was discussing from $300 150, I have a 2% down, then monthly 1% of the property. Yeah. So this is our show apartment for a studio. So imagine the way you're seeing, this is how it's going to be delivered. Like it's going to be fully equipped kitchen. All kitchen appliances are included, like fridge, washing machine, stove. All kitchen appliances are included. Then fully furnished apartment. Like if you can see all these wall curtains, and then the TV unit, only TV is not part of it. Rest is included. Your balcony, coffee table, side table, bed, mattress, relaxing chair. You. Yeah, you can see this is Jumeirah Island view, the one I was speaking about front side. It is, the most wanted location. And then this is JLT and Marina. So if somebody like, city, hustle, bustle, buildings, lights, so they can go ahead with the JLT and Marina view. And the one who wants soothing, calm, they can go with the Jumeirah Island. I can take you through the 2-bedroom apartment as well. 2-bedroom apartment is starting price is $680,000, which they need to pay over the time period of 6 years. So they need to pay just 70%, like 20% down, and 50% during the time of construction, and 30% post handover, like they can give their property on rent and continue the payment plan for next 35 months, 30 months. So basically, again, now I'm into 2-bedroom apartment. So this is the kitchen. Again, kitchen is fully equipped, like all of your kitchen appliances will be included into this. And 2-bedroom, there are 2 layouts. If you want with the collapsible doors, again, there is an option. Yeah, this is your living and your live view from the balcony. This is the actual view. And then the private pool is included with 2-bedroom, even 1-bedroom or studio. If you're interested in, you can go ahead with the private pool one as well. So this is how it's gonna be fully furnished. In 2-bedroom, there are 2 layouts. One is with the study as well. 1-bedroom is also having a study. So this they can change into maid room, storeroom, prayer room. It's up to them, or they want to keep it as an office also, they can continue with that. Then bedroom number 1. Again, right now the offer is there. You know whom to contact to get it fully furnished before the offer ends. So the restroom, it's basically going to be like a 5-star living. And if we can give on short-term rental, we can earn a good revenue because the location is prime and it's fully furnished. There are 40 plus amenities which are absolutely free for the residents. So this is the wardrobe and walk-in closet. Even if you're interested, then we can have a one-on-one meeting as well. I hope that my video is clear.
Very clear.
Yeah. So for this one, studio starting price is 1.1 million, which is like $320,000, where they need to pay only 20% down, and then monthly 1%, 1%, 1%. See, imagine we are paying $3,200 monthly and we're getting such kind of a premium location. Isn't it a good deal? So there are no one is providing post handover mostly. So we are the only one who are providing you post handover as well. Like you will get the keys, move into your property, and then continue paying monthly 1% for next 30 months. So that the remaining 30% will cover out of their rental itself. So like no need to pay from your pocket. So approximately the property will cost the investor only 70%. However, if we manage to deliver before time, so then even the property will be, early handover means the earlier it will start the return of the investment. And then the rentals, how it's going high on a daily basis. It's increasing every year. It's increasing. I'm staying in Marina and then I'm paying exactly opposite to this project. So 3 years they have increased me every year 20% of the rental. However, even they are not satisfied. So now they told us to change. So now we have to move out, and when we are going, even the rent is going to be the double price. So that's why he don't want to increase 20%. So the owners, investors are at the right side. They are getting good benefits out of their investment. If they are investing today, tomorrow, definitely they are going to be on the higher side. Why? Because Dubai is having an agenda of 2030 and 2044. So by that time, Sheikh Mohammed, he clearly announced that if you want to bet, then bet on Dubai. So you will be on the right. So we have to make sure we should get the opportunity right, because now they have informed us already that this is how the world is going to be. They are going to make Dubai's world's best city. So imagine if it's world's best city, so the prices are still under the ground. So once it's going to be in that level, the prices are going to be way higher than that. So your properties are going to be double than the price. So we should not miss the opportunity. I'm literally not going to miss the bus. I'm definitely going to invest. And I would suggest also, like, my loved ones, my near and dear ones, to invest. So we should capitalize this opportunity, that tomorrow I don't want that we will sit and we will think that we have not invested, we have missed the bus. So I really don't want that.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear sister Shafia. That was
So
a
you and me,
beautiful
we both are
presentation.
going to invest together.
Yes, I told you.
So then
Next year
tomorrow,
I'm
yes.
investing. And
Yeah,
next year I'm starting my investments in Dubai. I must make
exactly.
this money as well, and not just show people how to make money, but I must make
Exactly,
my money as
because
well.
we should not plan like we let the people invest, they make money, and we left behind. So we should not
Absolutely.
do that with ourselves. So
Absolutely.
tomorrow
I
we will
agree.
sit and then
I agree. I hope
enjoy.
the realtors here actually got that also from Shafia, because um most, like a majority of us here, can afford $6,500 every month. We can, in short, some of us spend this money on things we cannot even remember, that might not even have value at the end of the day. And $6,500 to be able to tie down a project for the next 6 years, and that project becomes ours. And you can easily tell anybody anywhere in the world that I have a property in Dubai, I'm earning annual income. There's a level of perception that comes to the mind of people, even when you tell them. Now, one of the reasons why I also must buy my property is because I can easily tell you I have a property, I'm earning rental income. So I'm telling you for your own good. So don't think it's because of my own benefits that I also want to collect. No, it's not about the commission. It's about also knowing that I'm making money from this, and I want to teach you how to make money from it as well. The one beautiful thing that Shafia said about the new is that when your project, when they promise you 6 years and they deliver in 5 years or 4 years, and all you have paid on that project is just you've paid, maybe, okay, they deliver in 4 years time, and all you have paid is just like 60%. Now they hand over the key to you. You are able to now begin to use that property to earn rental income, and use the money of the rental income to continue to pay the company back. Meaning you are not even under any pressure to pay the 30% before you collect the key to your property. You are going to put that property on renter. I remember there was a story you shared with me, Shafia, of a man who actually bought a property from you, and he only paid 44%. I think he was going to resell the property.
So what happened, this recently happened is we have handed over Pulse by Danube 6 months before time. So the client, they have bought the unit at 750,000, where they have paid only 47% and they got the handover. So from this time, they are ready to sell the property. They're not coming down like 1.2 million. They're not ready to sell at 1.150 also. So see, imagine how much they have made it within 2 years itself. So today, if they are buying the property of $680,000, the property worth once after 3 years itself, once the property is ready, so the property value is going to get appreciated like 300, 700, more than 700,000, right? 750,000, because that is off plan. So the market is growing. That's how it will be on high demand, because that will be the brand new building, as well as you will get the capital appreciation. Like you can make 200,000 easily. You can switch, sell, and then buy again.
Absolutely. I hope we all got what she just said. The person only pay 47%. Okay, go ahead, please.
Sorry to cut you. I can give one more example that our chairman, if you want for the subject, I can share you the video as well.
Go ahead,
so
please.
our chairman, what happened when this palm was launched? So at the time he want to buy, however, he missed the opportunity. So what happened is he approached the secondary market to, you know, get that, because his friend circle, they already bought the property over there. So when he contact them, they sold it at 1 million. So he requests, okay, because they have just paid token, so like give take the appreciation like 1.2 million, and then you can close it. They said no, we want to get it 1.4 million. So like 400,000 they want to take the appreciation, because they booked the unit. So after that he missed the opportunity again because of 200. The same property he ended up buying at 25 million. Imagine, he was like, if I would have paid 400 extra, it was nothing.
Wow.
But he buy the same property at 25 million.
Wow.
And imagine, like 1.5 year back, same property, he has sold it how much? At 54 million.
Wow. Wow.
So it's not like he missed 400, but he paid 25 million. However, then this again got double. So today, still whatever you're getting, we are getting the good price. Tomorrow, whoever bought it at 55 million, imagine he's going to sell at the same price? No.
No. No.
Of course not. He is going to get his own appreciation, as well as they're getting bulk rentals. So here, if you're investing in UAE, there is no tax, no interest, no VAT. Like 100% rent is going to be in their pocket. So what else they need? Like any other part of the world, we are getting like 2 to 3% return of investment. In Dubai, you're getting 8 to 10%. Plus the capital appreciation as well. That is separate.
Absolutely. Wow, wow. So do we have questions? This is the numbers I love so much. The numbers, let's even take away the investor visa, the tax, no property tax, but look at the annual returns. Look at your numbers, how much you get to actually earn on your properties when you resell them. And I've given a couple of examples like that as well, of properties that appreciated extremely fast. So if you have questions, please let's hear the questions. Now, there's a 4% by the government. When do the clients get paid out 4%? Dubai Land Department.
It needs to be paid with the first 10%.
First booking fee, which is 10%.
With first 10% down payment, they need to pay 4% Dubai Land Department. So the property will register under their name. So once the property is registered under their name, so they will be the official owners of the property. So that's the best part. This 4% is mandatory to keep their investment safe. So the initial registration will done in the Dubai Land Department itself.
Thank you. Then another question from me is, if a project, if I pay for a project at the initial phase, can I resell my project even when the project has not been completed? Can I resell my project?
Yes. So after like 30%, let's suppose you have paid 31%, the project is not ready, it is under construction, any point of time you can resell it. And then you can take your appreciation as well. We don't have any boundaries like you have bought this, you have to sell at this price. If you bought it at 250,000, you can sell it 300,000. We don't have any objection with that. You can take your own appreciation.
Wow, amazing. That is cool money. That is, I paid 31% and I can resell my property at a higher value. And of course, I'm making money and my whole 31% comes to me. The new interest I'm making comes to me even without completing the payment of the property. This is really massive and amazing. So there's a question here. Joe or Mrs. Vivian, do you want to go over the questions and anchor it? I'm having an amazing time here. I don't know if someone else is having an amazing time like I am. 6,700 to buy a property every month, just 6,700. That's amazing. A lot of people working in diaspora. You can make this happen ASAP. Like you can own a property ASAP. Mr. Goke, you can own a property ASAP. Jessica, even if you are making billions in commission, you can own a property ASAP. All the ladies putting their money to buy woman hair. No more woman hair. Start buying property in Dubai to make money.
Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Vivi, over to you, please.
Work in progress.
So thank you, Shafia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a
Okay.
wonderful day. If you still have anything, please feel free to contact her. She is in my contact.
Thank you so much. Everyone, please, if you
Thank
enjoyed this
you.
conversation,
Have a wonderful
give
day.
us some
Thank
love
you.
and clap.
Good to
Shafia is
see you
leaving
always.
already. Thank you so much. Good
Thank
to see
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate all the other questions. Thank you so much for your time and for the
Nice to
awesome
meet you.
present.
Nice.
I appreciate.
Means a
God
lot.
bless you.
God bless you. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, so over to you, Mrs. Vivian, Mr. Joe.
So I believe we have gotten so much value. If we did, let us share our fire emoji there. Let's see. Let's be sure that this impacted you the same way it impacted me. Yeah, and I believe we've answered all the questions. I'm looking through the chat box to be sure there's none we have missed out. Okay, someone shared that kindly go over the total price for the studio and 2-bedroom apartments.
Okay, I'll share the price list with you, with Mr. Joe. So we'll share it with everyone in the G&A. The price list for one studio. Then also one of the things you need to understand when you get the price list. So two things affect the prices of property in Dubai. So you might see a differentiation in price in terms of 1 bedroom, and you might see what we have as 1.5 bedroom. So we have different sizes. The bigger your space, so I can have a 1 bedroom, and my 1 bedroom is maybe 1,000 feet, and or 1,000, let's say like 500 square meters. So I can pay lesser, and somebody else is having 550 square meters for their 1 bedroom. So the person having 550 square meters for their 1 bedroom will pay higher price than me that has 500 square meters. So the more the space you want, the higher the price you are going to pay. But if you are okay with your 500 square meter, of course, you can hold on to that property and not look at the space. Now, another thing also that affects your prices, the prices when you see differentiation in prices, is also the floors. So the floor, the higher the floor, the higher your price goes up. Now, the view also you want determines the price. Tourists love good views. They want to open me. I'm a Nigerian babe. I'm not really particular about views. But tourists, if I'm thinking of investment, I have to think in terms of my investors. What views do they like? They like good views. So if your clients, it doesn't mean that they won't take the other one that doesn't have good views on rental income as well. But the better your view, the higher your pricing goes for rental income, and the higher the price you pay to buy the property as well. So views determine the price you pay, and the floor also determines the price you pay, and also the square meter of the property, the space also determines the price you pay. So all of these things affect your pricing. So when you see all of this in our price list, you'll be able to, I'm saying this so that you can understand when you have all of this in the price list. So I think there's another question here.
Yes, in the chat session.
Okay,
So
okay,
the question is, what are
go ahead, please.
The question is, what are the processes involved to sell the Dubai properties? I mean, explain the step-by-step process. once we get a serious client ready to make payment?
So the step by step is to buy property is one of the easiest properties to sell. I tell my team and I tell everyone who wants to sell. Now, why is it one of the easiest property to sell? Is that we already work with developers that have good track records, and these developers now, all you just need to do is, a client who is serious, show them the property, know their budget. This is very important. Know their budget. What is their budget for the property? We have 1 bedroom for $265,000. We have 3 bedroom. We have 4 bedroom. Tell them the benefits. So depending on the benefits, I prefer 2 million dirhams property because of my 10 years investors visa. Okay, fine, beautiful. You want to do 10 years. Now, which of the location do you want? Which property? Is it the Motor City project you want? Is it the property with Danube you want? So, but the major, what is more important is the particular location of the project determines how high you can sell, or how every property appreciates here, but it also determines how you can easily ensure that your property appreciates like 10%, or sorry, like 100% or 200%. Now, there's this project by Shoba that we did not talk about because it's a quite it involves a lot of capital, which is 10.5 million dirhams. That should be almost about maybe $5 million or thereabouts or more. So this project is actually going to be in the city where we have the casino, the only casino in the whole of the Middle East. So that's the only casino there. And when you know where there's a casino, you know that wealthy people wants to be there. And it's also in an island whereby everything there is green and they are natural, not artificial. And each of the villas there goes for about 10.5 million dirhams. So in such a property now, if I have a client who wants to buy it, these are the things I need to tell them. Oh, the only casino is coming there. And when they are interested in buying, all you need to do is either you actually, which of course you have to do, you reach out to us. All we need to collect is the international passport and the driver's license and email address and phone numbers of your clients and where they live, the address, and we send them account number to make payments. So there are 2 ways they can pay. So number one, they can pay through directly to the account of the developers, which I would advise 100% you do that. But some of our investors, some of them do not have dollars to pay. They have Naira. So if you have an investor who has Naira to pay, so you can find an exchanger in Dubai who actually can help you change Naira to dirhams. And once the person exchanges the Naira to dirhams, of course, the person can now send the money to the account of the developers. We also have exchangers we use, but it is not mandatory you use our exchanger to change the money from Naira to dirhams for your clients. If you have an exchanger here in Dubai, you can use them yourself. All we just want to know is that the money has been credited to your developer, to the developer's account. Then another thing I need you to know is that in working with your clients, please ensure your clients can meet up with payments. Dubai has zero tolerance to no pay. That is, they have zero tolerance to you not paying in terms of, okay, your next payment is in 12 months' time. If you have the money before 12 months, don't say, oh, let me put it into business and do something sharp. At least I say I have 6 months. Just pay. They have zero tolerance to you not paying for your property. I'm saying this again so that you know it. So these are ways people can lose their money in Dubai. They can give you some free time. Give you some extra time. But if you send them an email, oh, due to this and this, you couldn't meet up with payments, kindly give me maybe like extra 1 week or 2 weeks. I'll be able to meet up with my payments. But your client has to be the one to send the email by themselves, not you. So you need to know this. So ensure your clients can afford the property. And don't say that because you want to sell, because after your clients pay 24%, some developers take 21 days, some take 1 month or 1 month plus to pay their commission. So don't say because you have gotten your commission, you now leave your clients. You don't send reminders. Please, you have to send, we will send our reminders to them because we have their details, but you also send reminders to them so that you can also ensure that they pay up and there's no challenge, there's no issue. Because one client that get their property, or one property, they can buy 2 properties, they can buy 3 properties, they can buy many more properties from you and refer people to buy from you as well. Okay, I hope I've been able to answer that question. So once you find a serious client, just let us know you have a serious client. All we need is their information and we'll send them account number, which is the developer's account, to make their first payment for the property that they want to buy. So
thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you
I don't know
for
if you can
having
hear
me.
me.
Thank you for having me, and please know that there are millions you can make. Let me give you on a 2-bedroom. Let me convert how much you can make on a 2-bedroom with the 50-50 that we are doing right now, based on the. So let me do my calculation, please. Just a minute. So based on what you are going to get from the 2-bedroom, sorry, okay, divided by 2. So multiply by 400, and the exchange rate is not constant. I'm going to do 400. So for on a 2-bedroom, you can make as much as 18 million naira on a 2-bedroom based on the 50-50 sharing formula that we are doing. And you can make more than 18 million naira. I used the easiest one. Exchange now is 445 naira to 1 dirhams. So if you are getting 40,000 dirhams from a 2-bedroom, 40,000 dirhams, I use 400, multiply by 400, that's it. Now, if I use, 45,000 dirhams. So 45,000 dirhams multiplied by, let's say, we'll say 445 naira, which is currently the exchange rate. So your profit is going to be 20 million, 25,000 naira. And this offer ends in September. So imagine you sell 5 property of 2-bedroom alone. 5 property of 2-bedroom alone. That's already 100 million naira, guys, that you have made. I mean, our advice, don't just make 100 million naira commission. Also begin to invest either in buying property back in Dubai. You can start with the 6,500 if you cannot do, or you can start with the 24 months, whichever one you want to buy. So within a month, you can make 100 million naira in commission within a month. So that's how sweet the commission is, based on what Dr. Stephen approved from now till September 30th. This offer is now till September 30th, and no brokerage firm has ever given this. And I don't know if anyone will come up with this, because this is too juicy. And every other bills we are paying it from our own. You don't have any bills to pay. Everything goes to you 100%. So thank you, Mr. Joe, for having me. God bless you. It's time for me to go and have my breakfast for the day.
Thank you very much. So all materials will be shared to the WhatsApp group. The play will also be shared to each and every one of us. I want to remind us again, just as Mrs. Bassey have said, we have exciting incentives for you. Ma, I don't know if you can just share more light on the Dubai incentive, the Doha incentive.
Okay, so we are okay for the Doha. For the Doha, we are taking people to Doha. Mrs. Vivian can talk more about that. So there's a program, but this Doha event is strictly for women. There's a women program by NHN, and we are going to Doha. Is a ship cruise. So we're going to be on the ship for, I think, about 4 days. We have great and amazing people coming. We have Vicky James, so the Vicky James fan will say Vicky James. We have Vicky James. We have Shafi Bello. We have a lot of great personality coming. Tara, I'm trying to remember their names. A lot of great women are coming, and it's also a forum for you to network and to meet these people, connect, and of course sell more property with them. Some of these people they are controlling billions and billions of assets. And for the Dubai trip, that's coming up next year, March, bringing women also and men. This one is open to both men and women, based on your sales targets. So before you have to, because of this current, for our staff, yes, both Doha and Dubai is open for them. But for the Gtext and associates, based on the fact that we're already sharing a 50-50 commission with them from now to September, So if they are able to sell any of our Dubai projects between now and September, they are qualified for only the Doha trip. If they're able to sell and their client is able to pay to 24%, this is not added before. But for the ladies, for the men, if you cannot make it, don't worry, your wife will, at least your wife will love you, or your girlfriend. Be sure that you are ready to marry her anyway. Or you can send your sister or your mom to represent you on that trip, and they'll be so happy. And it's not supposed to even be for G and A, this Doha trip, because we're already having a 50-50 sharing. But we are going to have this for G and A. If you have any clients who buys property, at least 2 property from us, this is in what, about 4 million dirhams, or even if it's 3 clients, you are selling 1 or 4 clients, 1 million dirhams, you also get qualified for the Doha trips. Just sell 4 property or 2 property, just sell 4 million dirhams worth of property. Then you're on your way to also going to Doha with us, or get, and all they need to pay, remember, is 24%. They don't need to pay the full money. 24% is all they need. Yes, Cedar Properties is ready.
Yeah, so our time is fast spent. We will not be able to do any product knowledge session.
Thank you, Mata.
Thank you all for joining. All materials will be shared. Please, ma, go and have your breakfast. Sorry for keeping you this long.
I enjoyed my time here, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that we all did enjoy our time as well. It was worth the time.
All right, ma'am. Bye, everyone, and thank you all for joining. Stay tuned for more information in the WhatsApp group.